I've always been labelled as a martial artist, and in fact I have so many different avenues that I've been so passionate about. Hey guys, it's Grace, and today I'm going to be doing my pregnancy Q&A. So if you're new here to my channel, make sure you subscribe to join the little fam. And yeah, you guys sent in some really good questions to my Instagram, so I'll put your @ on the screen as I go along with each question. So the first question is, what gender would you both like the baby to be? And if you have any baby names, what are they? I've always seen myself having a boy for some reason. However, since I've been pregnant, that's kind of changed. I feel like there's a possibility that I could see myself having a girl. I think Jay would also love a boy. All men seem to love having boys, but at the same token he always says like I would love a girl because it would be like daddy's little princess, and we often refer to the bump as a she, which is like really weird. So I don't know, either way I'm really honestly not bothered, and that is the God's honest truth. I just really want the baby to be healthy and happy, and that is my main concern. In terms of baby names, we have had like conversations in passing, but nothing's really kind of stuck yet. I do have a name for a girl that I really like, but I don't want to reveal names just yet because we haven't obviously decided. Also, for like the middle name, if it's a girl, I would really like the middle name to be Grace, and if it's a boy, I would really like the middle name to be Jay, just because I feel like then if we did have like one of each, it would be nice to have like the middle names as both. That's just something that's come from like a family generation thing, so yeah, I'd really like to do that. The second question is, will your child be a martial artist like you? To be honest, I would really like my child to just find its own love and passion for whatever that is. As long as they're happy and doing well in whatever that will be, then I will fully support that. If they do go into the direction of going into martial arts, then that's entirely down to them. It's definitely not something that I'm going to aspire them to be or push, just because I feel like for me, I started it really young and kind of lost my focus and interest. So I also feel like I've always been labelled as a martial artist, and in fact I have so many different avenues that I've been so passionate about. So I definitely wouldn't want that label to like follow through, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'd really like my child to just find something of their own, and something where they have their own circle of friends and their own like little, industry would be nice. So this one is a really good one because I feel like it's a topic that should be touched on, and it is, do you worry that your pregnancy or the time after birth may affect your sport? Obviously I have had worries and get anxious about certain things. I think that is totally normal, especially because I'm going to be obviously a first-time mum, so I've never been through this process before, so everything that I'm feeling and going through is obviously new to me. So far so good. I've been able to carry on as normal with like teaching all my dance classes because I'm now pretty much teaching dancing full time. However, it has been extremely challenging at times. This morning was actually one of them. I taught for 2 hours. I have 2 classes every Saturday back to back, which those are my 2 classes that are the most hardest for me to get through, just because the kids are at quite a good level, so I obviously have to step up. And I do think there is always ways around things, like during this kind of time of the pregnancy and then also the time of postpartum. However, I'm gonna try and be, for the first time in my life, a little bit patient with myself. I don't want to stress myself out too much because I feel like this is such a special time that I really want to kind of concentrate on my health, and obviously my baby now at this point will be my priority. And I feel like I have not all of the time in the world, but I have time behind me that I will be able to get back in shape if I want to go, carry on down that road. Yeah, I do think it will be challenging, but it's definitely not something that's like not achievable, if that makes sense. Question number 4 is, When you are sick, is it possible to still carry on as normal, or do you feel like you just have to lie around? I was talking about this morning to one of the teachers at my dance school. It's really difficult because every day is different. I've had days where I have been sick and still been able to carry on as normal. And then I would say my worst kind of period was week 14. I had a week where I was pretty much throwing up continuously most days, like 5 days throughout the week. And then when it got to that Saturday, I actually ended up having to cancel my classes, and that's the first time that I've had to do that because I genuinely just felt so like zonked from the inside out. Obviously your body is like creating a human being, so it's going through so many different changes. I knew on week 14 when I was really sick that was my time that I needed to really just take a break. If I needed to take a break, have a nap, or you know, whatever that was. Sometimes I couldn't eat, so I just wouldn't eat, and then there was periods where I'd get really hungry, so I'd just eat, you know, as much as possible. And it really is just about listening to yourself. So yeah, I'm not saying it's an easy ride, because it's not, but it's definitely one that is worthwhile. Question number 5 is, will you still be filming and be on YouTube? No, definitely. Yeah, I don't even have to think about that. Like, I'm definitely still going to be making videos. I feel like probably at this point more than ever. If you guys have noticed, I've been uploading weekly now for the past like few weeks, which is quite good for me. I think someone left a comment like recently saying you always start your videos with "sorry it's been a while" or like something along those lines, and it's because my schedule is usually so all over the place. I teach, sometimes I was doing like stunt doubling on films, which was really intense, and in those moments there was just absolutely no way that I could keep up with a schedule. But now obviously I'm going to be homebound a lot more. I'm really going to use this time to actually push and excel on my social media, because it's something that I've really missed, and I've always wanted to push myself in this area. So following that question, this one is a little bit similar, and it is, will you still be doing fashion and fitness videos? So I definitely am going to be doing that. However, in terms of like fitness videos, it's been quite difficult for me for quite some time now, because I really need to find like a studio or something that I can consistently use. Yeah, I'm finding that a little bit hard, but just bear with, because once I do find a little way of getting some kind of access to a studio, then I will definitely be doing a lot more kind of fitness, or not even just fitness, but like stretching, different kind of, you know, things like that you guys really enjoy. So I am working on it. That's your answer. And in terms of fashion, yes, I really also want to stay on track with that as well. I haven't actually really done fashion-y kind of videos in a really long time, but it's something that I'd like to get back into. I'd also like to do like maternity kind of styling clothes, because I think people struggle with the changes of their body, and it can be really hard and a little bit upsetting as well if like your clothes just don't look how they used to, etc. So it's just, I think it's just about finding ways to style things in a way that works for you. So the last question is, are you ready for this big change in your life of becoming a mum? I thought about this yesterday. Weirdly, it's took me 15 weeks. No, I'm joking. But I was thinking about it yesterday, and yeah, I feel like I totally am. I hit a point in my life where, not that I feel like I've done everything, but I'm like content with the stuff that I have done. So if it was to have happened like at any point from sort of now, then I would have felt like ready to go into that next chapter of my life. Obviously, there is still so much stuff that I would love to, you know, do in life. But I've been really lucky with like, you know, done so many different stuff in my career and traveled so much. and I've always wanted to be a mum, and it's kind of like if I didn't do it now, then I felt like, not that I never would, but it's something that I feel like you're never really going to be fully ready for, so you kind of just have to, you know, jump into it, I suppose. So yeah, I am really looking forward to it. I'm actually so excited. So I really hope you guys enjoyed your questions being answered. Make sure you follow me on my Instagram, because if I do another Q&A on this channel, on my second channel, then you guys can ask me all of your amazing questions. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button so that you see my videos come up in your newsfeed. And that's everything. I haven't got an idea actually for my next video just yet, so if you guys have any kind of requests or anything moving forward, just pop them in the comments section down below, and I will catch you all in my next video. Thank you. Bye. Bean is hiding in this. Can you see it? It is growing. It seems to grow more when I've eaten.